most powerful thing you can do in a fight is nothing. No comeback, no defense, no explanation, just silence. And that silence destroys people without a single word. Most people think power sounds loud. They think it belongs to whoever argues longest, to the one who never backs down. They are wrong. The loudest person in any room is usually the most afraid. Real power does not shout. It does not justify itself. It does not explain. It just waits. Today, Dark Pulse is exposing 5 hidden signs that silence is already controlling your life. Some of these signs are protecting you. Some of them are slowly destroying you. You need to know the difference. Sign 1. Silence as self-protection. Think about the last tense moment you faced. Maybe it was your boss, in front of the whole team. Maybe it was your partner, pushing every button in a fight. Maybe it was a family member who said something that cut deep, and you went quiet. Not because you had nothing to say. You had everything to say, but something in you scanned the room, read the danger, made a decision in a single second. Silence is safer. That is not weakness. That is your survival instinct, doing exactly what it was built to do. But here is what nobody tells you. Every time you go silent to protect yourself, you disappear a little from your own story. People stop hearing you. You stop expecting to be heard, and slowly, you begin to feel invisible, even in rooms full of people who know your name. But some people are not using silence to protect themselves. They are using it for something colder, something far more calculated. Sign 2. Silence as control. This has nothing to do with fear. This is strategy. You have seen this person. Maybe you have been this person. They go quiet not because they are scared. They go quiet because they know exactly what silence does. It creates pressure, real pressure. The other person starts talking more, explaining more, revealing more. Picture a negotiation at work. 2 people want the same deal. One lays every card on the table. The other says nothing. The talker starts second-guessing himself, offers things he never planned to offer, fills the silence with words he will regret. The silent one wins because he understood one rule. Whoever breaks the silence first loses control first. But silence as control always has a hidden price. Most people never see it until it is too late. Because sign 3, this one is not a choice at all. Sign 3, silence as emotional overload. This is the one nobody talks about because this silence is not strategic. It just happens. Someone says something that hits too hard. Too many emotions land at once. Your brain cannot process them fast enough, and the words disappear. Not because you do not care, because you care so much. You are drowning. This happens in relationships constantly. Your partner is angry, waiting for you to respond, and you say nothing. From the outside, you look cold, distant, checked out, when in reality, you are falling apart where no one can see. Before we go deeper, subscribe to Dark Pulse right now. What comes next changes how you see yourself. New dark psychology every single week. Now, let us keep going. Sign 4, silence as withdrawal. This one happens slowly, one unanswered message at a time, one skipped conversation at a time. You stop sharing your thoughts. Give shorter answers. Stop showing up the way you used to, not because you stopped caring, because you're exhausted, tired of explaining yourself to people who never listen, tired of repeating yourself to people who never change. So you pull back, quietly, without drama, without announcement, and people notice. First comes confusion, then distance, then disconnection. The silence you built to protect yourself slowly becomes the wall that locks you inside. And when it goes on long enough, something shifts, something permanent. Sign 5. This is the one most people never escape. Silence as identity. It stops being something you do. It becomes who you are. You become the quiet one, the observer, the one who never causes conflict People stop expecting you to speak. And somewhere along the way, you stopped expecting it too. On the surface, it looks like strength, composure, mystery. But inside, there is a version of you with opinions no one has ever heard, feelings that never got named, words that stayed inside so long they turned into weight. And the longer silence becomes your identity, the heavier that weight gets. Until one day you realize something. You are not choosing silence anymore. Silence is choosing you. Here is what these 5 signs are really telling you. Silence is not one thing. It is not simply power. It is not simply weakness. It is a language. Sign 1. Self-protection, a survival instinct that slowly costs you your voice. Sign 2. Control, a strategy that isolates the person using it. Sign 3. Emotional overload, not coldness, but a mind that feels too much at once. Sign 4. Withdrawal, the slow disappearing act no one announces. Sign 5. Identity, when silence stops being a tool and becomes a prison. These are not flaws. They are adaptations. Your mind learned them to keep you safe. But awareness is where the adaptation ends and the choice begins. Subscribe to Dark Pulse. Every week we expose the hidden psychology running your life, the patterns nobody taught you, the truths nobody warned you about. Subscribe, because once you understand the psychology, you take back the controls.